This is never going to come out.
For goodness sake, you mustn't get yourself so wound up.
Oh, I can't help it.
It's just a routine checkup.
I know.
Well, you're never going to get through it if you carry on like this.
I'm fine.
Good.
Anna, how are you feeling?
Okay.
What do you want for breakfast, dear?
Nothing, thanks.
Well, you've got to eat something.
I can't face food. It's too early.
Well, at least have some orange juice. I'll do you freshly squeezed.
Sandra, if she doesn't want anything...
It's okay. Orange juice would be great.
Anna Tumova? Oh, I'm ready, if you'd like to come this way.
Thank you.
I'd like to come with her.
Oh, are you a mother?
No, I'm a friend.
I'd rather see her on her own, just while I check her over. Would you like to take a seat? Won't be long. Okay. You're coming up to 12 weeks. How have you been feeling?
Not so good.
Sick?
A little in the mornings. But it's more that I feel tired all the time.
Well, it's not unusual at 12 weeks. Look, there's an awful lot going on in there. It'll pass in a couple of weeks. Now, if you want to sit down, I'll take your blood pressure. Where are you from?
The Czech Republic. I'm over here to learn English.
Where are you living?
I'm lodging with Mrs. Lee.
Oh, she seems to be looking after you.
Yes, she's very kind.
How about the baby's father? Is he English?
Yes, but we're not together.
Oh, never mind. You're in good company. There's lots of single mums out there doing a great job. What will you do when the baby is born? Will you take her home?
I don't know yet.
Well, your blood pressure's okay. Anna, will you do a sample for me so we can check sugar and protein? Anna's just got to do a sample for me.
How is she? Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
I'm very worried about her, you see. She looks so pale, much more so than usual. And she always seems exhausted.
Oh, Ruth, I've got that print up that you wanted.
Oh, thanks. It can't happen at this time.
Have you tested her for anemia?
No, we're just doing sugar and protein. But you're right. She could be anemic. Has she ever had anemia?
I don't know.
I'll ask Anna. Try not to worry.
Well, I am worried. I'd like it checked out, please.
It is up to Anna. But I could do a blood test.
Please, I don't want Anna suffering unnecessarily. I feel responsible for her. She's got no family over here. She's having to face all this on her own.
That explains why she's feeling so low. It must be stressful. She doesn't seem to know what she's going to do when the baby's born.
Oh, well, that's a long way off yet.
Oh, it'll come along very quickly.
I know, I don't want to interfere. I just want to make sure everything's all right.
Look, if she's anemic, it's easily treatable. We'll soon find out.
I just want to put my mind at rest, you know.
Don't worry, I'll ask Anna.
When will the results be ready?
By this evening's surgery. If Anna wishes, she can have an appointment with one of the doctors and they'll go through the results with her. Now, would you like to take a seat? We won't be long.
Okay, thanks.
Did you manage to do a specimen?
Yes, here you are.
It's just that you're looking a bit pale, and Mrs. Lee thinks you've been a bit tired lately.
Do you think there's something wrong?
Well, you could be anemic. Would you mind if we did a blood test? Oh, it's just to be on the safe side. And if you make an appointment with a doctor this evening, they'll go through the results with you. I just think Mrs. Lee's a bit worried about you.
Yes. We can fit you in at the end of surgery.
Well, what time's that then?
6:30, but you will have to wait, I'm afraid, and probably at least half an hour.
Well, that's the best you can do.
Okay, what's the name then, please?
Tumova.
Tumova. All right then, we'll see you then.
Anna, you better start getting ready. We're due back at the surgery in an hour. Anna? Anna, you okay?
Yes. I just got a stomachache, that's all.
Where?
Here,
Oh, my God, Charles!
What is it?
Anna says she's got a pain, a stomach pain.
It's nothing.
Well, it can't be nothing.
She's going to see the doctor at 6, isn't she?
Oh, no, I think we should go now.
OK.
Anna, go and get your coat. Sure. You know, I knew there was something the matter.
You got a young Czech girl coming to see you this evening, Anna Tomova. I gave her an antenatal checkup this morning.
What's the problem?
I don't believe there is one. She came in with a woman, very overprotective. For some reason, she's convinced she's got anemia. I gave her the blood test, and you'll have the results in time for your appointment.
Fine. So who's this woman Anna came in with?
She says she's a friend.
Well, she probably is.
Oh, I don't know. There's something not quite right, and the girl's not happy.
Well, do you think the baby was a mistake?
I expect so. She's not with her father.
She's probably still coming to terms with it then.
I'm not quite sure why she's going through with it. I mean, miles away from home, all on her own.
Maybe she's a Catholic. They don't believe in termination.
They don't believe in sex before marriage either.
Ruth, what are you getting at?
Oh, I don't know. Nothing. I just feel sorry for her. She seemed sad.
Hormones, I expect. It's always hell the first 3 months.
What if it's an ectopic pregnancy?
It won't be.
What if the same thing happens to Anna?
Sandra.
That's how mine started, remember? Just an ache.
We're going to get it checked out.
Well, you'll have to take her. I couldn't bear it if there was anything wrong.
There's not going to be anything wrong. Please calm down. You're not making this any easier by being hysterical.
Look, I'm not hysterical. I'm not hysterical. I'm just concerned.
Everything's going to be fine. Tell Anna I've gone to get the car. Anna, you must let me know if there's anything you want. Anything at all.
OK.
Money's no object, you know that.
Thank you.
So, is there anything you want?
No. If you'd like to take a seat, but there is a bit of a wait, I'm afraid.
Thank you.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
No, she's not. She's been complaining of stomach pains.
Another pain and ache.
For how long?
Just this afternoon.
Is there any way that she could see somebody sooner?
I'll see what I can do. Is there any way we can put Anna up the queue?
We'll get lynched.
Well, she's suffering from stomach pains. That counts as an emergency.
Well, Helen is just finishing with somebody, actually.
Have you got her notes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dr. Thompson will see you now.
Thank you very much.
Does it hurt here?
No.
Is it a sharp pain?
No, just an ache.
Well, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Abdominal pains are quite common in early pregnancy. But if it carries on for more than a day or gets any worse, get back in touch.
OK.
And in the meantime, take it easy.
How long has Anna been registered with us?
Oh, not long. Only about a month.
Was she registered at another surgery before?
Yep, the one over in Baisley.
What about the Lees? Are they registered with us?
I don't think so. I don't recognise them, and I wouldn't forget her in a hurry. No, there's no Lees registered at the same address as Anna. What do you want to know for, anyway?
Just curious.
Right, you can get up now. The nurse said you're worried about anemia.
Not me. Mrs. Lee. She thinks I'm too pale and I don't eat enough.
Well, your results are back and you're not anemic. Your body's going through a lot of changes at the moment, so I expect you're just a bit run down and tired.
Is everything okay? Only you've been a long time. I was getting worried.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Lee.
Mr. Lee, but I'm afraid I can't discuss my patients with anyone else.
I appreciate that. It's just that, well, Anna's been staying with us while she goes to language school. We feel responsible for her, sort of in loco parentis.
Well, she seems fine. Just a bit tired, so I've told her to rest.
And the pain she's been having, you sure it's not an ectopic pregnancy?
I don't think so.
Well, would a scan help to make sure? I'm happy to pay.
We'll keep a close eye on her for now, and if things don't improve, then I'll refer her for a scan. But thank you. It's nice to know Anna's got someone to worry about her. She's a long way from home.
Well, who was he?
Who?
The man with Anna.
Mr. Lee. She lodges with him and his wife.
Don't you find it a bit strange
What?
that they're taking such an interest?
No.
It almost seems obsessive.
They probably feel guilty. Anna was in their care when she got pregnant.
Exactly.
What?
Don't you think they're acting as if it's their baby?
No, I think they're acting like caring, responsible adults in charge of a young girl.
They're not registered here, are they?
Not as far as I know.
So why didn't they register Anna with their own GP? It would have been much more convenient.
Ruth,
Unless they've got something to hide.
you've watched too many films.
There's something definitely not right. That girl is not happy.
That's none of our business. Our job is to make sure mother and baby are healthy, and that's it, okay?
Hi. How was it? Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
So, what was the pain?
Just a pain. Perfectly normal.
It can't be.
Anyway, it's gone now.
The doctor just thinks that Anna should rest.
Then you must get upstairs to bed. I'll bring you something to eat.
Okay.
So that's it? No scan, no nothing? Didn't you tell them we'd pay?
Sandra, the doctor was quite happy that it was nothing serious.
But you don't just get unexplained aches and pains.
Actually, yes, you do.
Well, I think we should get a second opinion.
Well, I think we should leave Anna alone. The poor girl's been through enough.
What about us? Haven't we been through enough? All I'm asking for is peace of mind.
I'm sorry, Anna.
But we can't risk you talking to your mother.
I just wanted to hear her voice.
We know. But it's for the best this way.
You'd only upset her. She'd be able to tell there's something wrong.
It won't be much longer now.
6 months.
You can write to her in the morning. Nice long letter.
I miss her so much.
I know.
I think I'll go to my room.
It's probably a good idea. It's been a long day.
Good night.
Right.
Night. Do you think we should lock her in?
What? Sandra, are you crazy?
What if she gets out and tries to contact her family?
Well, maybe we should let her. This can't be doing the baby any good.
No! No, it's out of the question.
I don't think I can carry on with this.
Well, we've got to. We've come this far.
I think we should let her go home to see her mother. Just for a couple of weeks before she starts the show.
No, no. If her family find out, we lose control. Anything can happen. She's got to stay here.
But she's so unhappy.
We haven't got any choice. Look, she's getting the best care and attention. She can have whatever she wants. It's too late to go back now. Look, after the baby's born, Anna's got her whole life ahead of her. She can do whatever she likes. But this is our last hope. It's our only hope. There's no other way. It's nearly 8:30. Well, I should wake her.
No. Let the poor girl sleep.
She's usually up by now.
Sandra, leave her alone, will you? She's entitled to a lie-in.
Anna, what is it?
I'm bleeding.
Oh, my God.
Don't panic.
Charles!
Look, you take her upstairs to lie down. I'll call the doctor.
How do you feel? Is it hurting?
Not too much.
Just stay there. Try and rest.
Sandra? The doctor's on her way.
Can't bear it, not again.
Well, let's just wait and see, eh? Everything might be fine.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Look, I think it might be best if you stay out the way while the doctor's here. Let me deal with this. I'll leave you to it. Come down when you're finished.
Okay. How are you?
Not so good.
Are you still bleeding?
I don't know.
Let's take a look at you.
Am I going to lose the baby?
Not necessarily, no. It's quite common to lose some blood during pregnancy, especially around the time of your cycle. It might be nothing to worry about at all.
You left the nursery door open. She walked straight past it.
So it's all over anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You don't know that.
I do. Never meant to have a child, am I?
You mustn't say that.
Oh, it's all right for you. We all know there's nothing wrong with you.
Sandra.
I'm okay. I came to terms with it ages ago. Maybe it's just not meant to be.
This is a lovely room. Much nicer than the one I had when I was in student digs.
I was very lucky.
Have the Lees got any children of their own?
No.
Right, well, I think we ought to get you over to the hospital. We can do a scan and see what's going on. That way, if anything does go wrong, at least you're in the right place. Does that sound okay?
Yes. Thank you.
Would someone be able to drive Anna over to the hospital?
Of course.
Oh, my God.
I just want her to have a scan to be on the safe side. If you could take her to the antenatal ward, I'll ring the consultant and put him in the picture.
Oh, is he the best? We want the top man.
Well, he delivered both of my children, if that's a good enough recommendation.
Take a seat.
Oh, great, you're back. We have got a major backlog.
Sorry, Joe, I'm going to have to leave you with the chaos. I've got an emergency on my hands.
Oh, hurrah.
Oh, is she?
Could go either way. I've got the lease to send her over to St Phil's. And you've got the satisfaction of knowing you're right.
What?
Phone book. There is something going on. They've got a fully kitted out nursery there, rocking horse the lot. Even I can see that's going beyond the call of duty.
I knew it.
I must be so naive.
That's obvious, isn't it? They can't have any children and they're too old to adopt unless they go to one of those agencies. Much cheaper to take advantage of a frightened young girl. What are you going to do?
Talk to the consultant at the hospital. Get him to send the Lees home. I need to talk to Anna on her own. Ted, it's Helen Thompson. Listen, I've sent a patient over to you. She should be there soon. I need you to do me a favour.
It's okay. The baby's all right.
I know. It's great news. Anna, I need to know something. The Lees, are they paying you to have this baby?
No.
They're not paying me. I wanted to do it.
Why?
I had a little boy. Daniel.
Was that his nursery I saw this morning?
I came over here a year ago to be his au pair. One weekend, Mr. Lee put up a new swing. He hadn't fixed it properly. He told his wife to tell me, but she forgot. I didn't realize. Daniel was so excited, he kept saying to me, higher, higher. When it broke, he landed on his head. He died straight away.
Did the Lees blame you?
No. At least they never said so. They blamed themselves. But I felt so guilty.
It wasn't your fault.
I knew Mrs. Lee couldn't have any more children. That's why I came over here in the first place. To help while she got better.
I see.
When they asked me to have the baby for them, it seemed like the perfect answer. I could make up for what happened to Daniel.
So, who's the father?
Mr. Lee.
I'm going to the hospital.
The consultant said to wait here. He said he'd call.
Well, I can't wait. I'm going there now.
Sandra!
I need to know what's happening either way. I can't bear not knowing any longer.
So how do you feel about it now?
I don't know. I want to go home. I want to see my mother. But the Lees won't let me. They're worried I'll change my mind. Though I told them I wouldn't. I owe it to them.
No, you don't. Anna, you mustn't blame yourself for what happened. It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. And you can't be expected to go through with this just because you feel guilty. Have you thought about how it will feel when you have to hand the baby over?
I think about it all the time.
It's not going to be easy.
Sometimes I don't think I'll be able to do it. Then I remember that nursery. Waiting for a new little baby.
What would happen if you decided to keep it?
My parents would help me. I know they would. My mother would love.
You're exhausted. Why don't you sleep? I'll come back and talk it through later.
I'm glad I told you. Sometimes I thought I'd go crazy in that house.
Shh. It's okay. We'll sort something out.
How is she?
Is the baby all right?
Absolutely fine. The consultants had the scan done. It's all okay and the bleeding stopped.
Oh, thank God.
Can I have a word with you both in private?
Of course.
We can use one of the day rooms. They're usually quite quiet.
What's this all about?
Anna's told me about the baby. I know she's having it for you, and I'm sorry, I just can't ignore what's going on.
It's not illegal.
I'm the biological father.
It may not be illegal, but it's certainly immoral. You've taken advantage of a vulnerable young girl.
If it wasn't for her, my son would still be here.
It was an accident.
No. She was to blame.
No. We were all to blame. We didn't force her.
It was her way of making up for Daniel, you see. She knew we'd never have a chance of having another baby otherwise.
Sandra can't have any more children. It was a hard enough time before she got pregnant with Daniel. She had a miscarriage and an ectopic pregnancy. Then, after she gave birth to Daniel, she hemorrhaged and needed an emergency hysterectomy.
When Anna offered to have the baby for us, it seemed like the perfect answer.
Are you saying this was her idea?
We suggested it, but we said it was up to her.
You knew how guilty she felt. And you knew she was miles away from home with no one else she could talk to. Do you have any idea how vulnerable she felt? You've manipulated her.
It was our only hope.
And what about Anna? Did you think about her?
She's young. She's got her whole life ahead of her. She can put all this behind her and start again.
Do you really think it's that easy? That she can just hand over the baby and forget about it?
What are you going to do?
I'm not going to do anything. It's entirely up to Anna. It's got to be her decision.
What do you mean? She might keep it?
I've made sure she knows her options.
Oh, if she tries to keep this baby, we'll sue her for custody. I mean, Charles is the biological father. She's got to be better off with us.
No, Sandra. The doctor's right. It isn't up to us anymore.
Hi.
You're looking much better. And if all goes well, the consultant says you can go home tomorrow.
Great.
Have you thought about what you want to do?
Is there a phone I can use?
I'm not sure whether you can get through to Czechoslovakia on the ward phone. But leave it to me. I'm sure I can pull a few strings.
Mama?
Anna's spoken to her mother. She's flying over as soon as she can to come and take her home.
I knew it.
She wants to talk things through with her family. You can't expect her to make decisions here where she's surrounded by memories and guilt.
Would you let them know that I'll pay for the tickets and any other expenses? Whatever they decide.
Of course. Thank you.
So, when'll we know?
I don't know. Anna's got a lot to think about. She might not make a decision until after the baby's born. You just have to wait, I'm afraid.